Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu expected to address the UN General Assembly today. This comes as Israel and Iran-backed Hezbollah trade fire over the Israel-Lebanon border. The Lebanese health ministry says hundreds have been killed this week on its side, even as the conflict in Gaza still goes on. Former Deputy Secretary of State Wendy Sherman joins us right now. She's a professor at the Harvard Kennedy School of Business, and thank you for being with us today. Ambassador, what do you think the situation on the ground is at this point? Can you give us a realistic view on how dangerous you think things are right now?
I think we're at a very difficult point. When Hezbollah launched a ballistic missile towards Tel Aviv, it was a step further to escalate this situation. I think we know how close we are because there's been a very vigorous effort at the United Nations, ostensibly supported by Israel, to get a 21-day ceasefire on the northern border so that, in fact, we can get to peace. I think we'll hear from the Prime Minister today how he must defend Israel. He must make sure that he gets the hostages back out of Gaza. But I think we're going to hear very strong messages about his need to defeat terrorism, to defeat Hezbollah, defeat Hamas. None of us support a terrorist organization. Nonetheless, I think that it is time for diplomacy. It is time to get to peace. And it's time for the kind of steady leadership that we've all been talking about as we approach the presidential race, where we have somebody who believes he can fix it in a day, and another person who is clear-eyed, tough, and ready to do the job.
President Biden spoke at the UN General Assembly this week, too. He said while an all-out war is possible, he's throwing everything he can, all the energy he can muster, into trying to get something done, some sort of settlement to be reached. Do you think that's likely to happen by the end of his tenure?
You know, the UN General Assembly is really a terrific opportunity to try to do something like this, because all the leaders are there, all the diplomats are there. You can really run around the rooms and try to move forward. So I'm going to remain hopeful that the administration, at the very least, is caught trying to do this, which they are doing. And I'm a little surprised because the administration's been quite clear that they would not have proceeded without the tacit support of the Prime Minister in Israel. He seems to be pulling back from that. He's playing, I think, to his own audience, which is to the far right, keeping his political coalition together. And I hope, however, that he understands there's a legacy issue here. Yes, absolutely, everything he needs to do to ensure Israel's security. But in my view, I think in the view of Kamala Harris, a two-state solution, a horizon for the Palestinians, is critical. Otherwise, we're going to have a whole new generation that hates Israel, that's going after Israel's security. It is really crucial to get to peace. And unfortunately, in the Middle East, that's hard to come by.